Today is Saturday, October 5th. It's day 8 for us. We just left Los Arcos, so we are headed to a town called Logroño today.
Tapas.
And
my wife can get some more tapas, and I can get some pizza.
It's quite a bit bigger town, but yeah, it's about 17.7 miles, and we're just watching this really beautiful sunrise behind us. We're standing in the middle of a vineyard. You can't really tell, but I mean, what a way to watch a sunrise! Standing in the middle of a Spanish vineyard. We have walked a total of 83 miles so far. Such a pretty good accomplishment. We had a really great meal last night with Mary and Eric from South Africa. They are headed home today, so we won't see them again, but it was just a really lovely meal. We
listening to their stories of going into the bush of South Africa. Eric has a couple of Land Cruisers and various bush vehicles, and he's a big motorcyclist, so he and I talked a lot about riding, and he and his daughter had ridden Highway 1 in the U.S., and it was just fantastic to hear the philanthropy that they're involved in and helping poverty-stricken countries, particularly with medical issues, since he's a physician. But just both of them were absolutely lovely people. Yeah. We also went to a Pilgrim's Mass. We actually went to Mass at the church, and then afterwards they have a Pilgrim's Blessing. Mm-hmm. And Melody told the priest this was our honeymoon, and so he only spoke Spanish, but he put his hand on my shoulder and his other hand on her shoulder and said what we think is some type of blessing. Yeah. But it was we wish we could have had it recorded, but wow, I'll never forget.
It was special. Yeah.
The evening with Mary and Eric, and the Mass, which predominantly was attended by pilgrims. It's even though we're not religious and a lot of people who attend, there's a spirit of the Camino that supersedes all religious sects and orders and beliefs, and there's just such a commonality out here that it's very special.
It is.
My wife asked me not to ask her questions when we were going uphill. So, babe,
Yeah.
just give me a sign. Give me a sign. How's your uphill? You're doing great. You are. You're doing great.
Made it.
You made it to the top, dear. Gracias. The Camino is crossing over a major road, but Melody has advised me she's not going to go down there and sing.
Well, we got an invitation to Taiwan. We met a lovely woman named Yu Fong. Her English name is Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Yeah, she's from Taiwan. She said, anytime that you're in Taiwan, come visit me and I'll show you all the good places. So we also said, if you're in Arizona, come visit us.
Which is possible.
Yeah.
Because she works for Intel and they have a plant there.
Yep. And everybody, well, not everybody, but it's a very popular state because of the Grand Canyon. But it was nice speaking with her, just as it really is. I know I've said this, but it's just it's energizing meeting new people from all over the place, and it makes the time that you're talking with them go quicker. You seem to
Cover more ground.
Yeah, you pick up your pace a little bit, and I don't know, it just is, there's something refreshing about connecting with these strangers who are also on the same mission. Phrase as you pass people on the Camino, everyone says Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
So as you're walking by someone, even if you're passing them, or if you can see they're taking a rest on the side of the path. No matter your language, everyone knows and says Buen Camino.
And why do they do that there? Does it mean where's the next bar?
They're wishing. We are wishing each other well. Good Camino, good path, good
journey.
Good journey.
Here comes Melody up the hill. That's actually Yupong behind her. What do you think about this hill, Yupong? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Melody put a hex on all the hills, but it's not working.
Oh, I tried.
She tried.
It's okay.
It's okay. That's Logroño in the distance. That's where we're staying tonight, right there. There go my bros. Melody just asked me what my favorite part of the Camino is so far. And my answer is seeing the Camino through her eyes, because we have a little bit different perspective than a lot of the videos that are out there that I've seen. I've never seen one that one of the people involved had already done the Camino, and the other person, it was a new experience. But this really is a special time for us. Obviously it's our honeymoon, but being able to enjoy these things and see them together has made this a lot different than my first Camino. So not all of the Camino is on a natural path. Sometimes you have to walk beside a road. You got to keep your wits about you and your trekking poles, because it can get a little dicey sometimes with trucks and things. It's also kind of unnerving because you've been in the woods or in a quiet, natural area, and here you are having all these big trucks and cars pass. We seem to be in a very twisty, curvy area because there's lots of motorcycles. Here we are, a couple miles outside of Logroño in the La Rioja wine region. It's supposed to be world famous for wine. They sure do have a lot of, I was going to say wine bushes. I was thinking of those rose bushes back there.
I like wine bushes.
Yeah, I like wine bushes.
That sounds good.
Yeah, wine bushes. You know, in Tennessee we call them wine bushes because we don't do wine, we do whiskey. You know, you ever heard of that guy named Jack? Great. So I have a tip for people who are carrying cell phones, which is pretty much everyone nowadays, although we have met a few pilgrims who are purposefully left them at home. If you have a cell phone on your lock screen, I would, or what we do, is we put a photo of ourselves wearing our backpack. So I have one on my lock screen that's a picture of me wearing my backpack. Melody has one, a picture of her wearing her backpack. Under the photo, put your name, your phone number, your blood type, your emergency contact, any known allergies or medical issues. And even though this is not a wilderness hike, I saw firsthand 2 years ago when I did the Camino the need to have this information because of a medical emergency, which I talked about a couple days ago. But I think it's a prudent idea. Plus, if you leave your phone after you've enjoyed yourself at a bar, someone can actually open it and may recognize you and be able to help get your phone back to you. What's the problem?
I was going to the bathroom.
You were going to the bathroom.
And someone was coming up. So I pulled my shorts up very quickly. My underwear.
Do you have a major wedgie?
Well, no.
Is that the problem?
It just didn't get all the way pulled up.
And now there's a bunch of pilgrims behind us.
Yes.
Or not a bunch, there's two. Well, one's female, so she can identify. The other's male. He's not gonna give a damn. So why don't you fix whatever you need to fix, dear? I think the heat has gotten to you. It has some. Come on. A few days ago, you were changing your entire clothing out in the middle of the open on a garden country. What's the problem with fixing your underwear?
It's just difficult with this pack on. Okay, dear. Sing me a song, please. Following the yellow arrows, please just show us the way. That was very good. This is what you got going into Logroño. Pavement and uphill. Not good for sore feet, right, dear? No. Buen camino when you know it, clap your hands. Buen camino when you know it, clap your hands. Buen camino when you know it. Buen camino when you know it. Okay, dear, we can see the city of Logroño. We are coming up on
eclipsing 34 miles, a little over 34 miles in 2 days. How do you feel about some cold cerveza and some tapas tonight? How do you feel about that?
I am more than ready, but first I need to get off my feet because they're a little tender.
A little tender?
Yeah, maybe somewhere between a little and a lot.
This is the longest day you've ever, or 2 days back to back you've ever done?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It's not easy.
We're in Logroño and I promised Melody an ice bath for her feet. She had no idea what I was talking about. She's getting ready to though. How's your ice bath, dear? Is it cold?
It is cold.
How cold?
It was difficult to put my feet in. Oh, but it feels good.
How do you feel after your ice bath here?
It takes a while to get going again.
Oh, you're kind of gimpy.
Oh, we have less than a mile to go and it might take an hour.
It's not even a mile. It's like a quarter of a mile. We're in Logroño, and this is where we're staying.
Say hi. Here's our Here's our albergue for the evening.
Wonderful.
Wonderful or winderful. I can't quite understand how to say it, but
That's the people up the front.
we're in Logroño and we've got these little bunks. Alex is making the bed right now. So we've got
This is true love. I'm making her bed on top of it.
We've got our own little charging area and lights and little curtain to separate it out in the evening. And then it's a long skinny row of beds. And that door will take you out to the street. And then in here are the showers and toilets. The toilet. Just a toilet. And then here's the shower. Just one, like you're showering in a closet. Anyway, it's our fancy digs for the evening.
So we're out on the streets of Logroño, and we looked down and found a safety pin on the ground and got very excited we could add it to our clothesline drying stash.